welcome back to Rimworld. Uh, you know, you can see that a little bit. Welcome, and thank you for checking me out. We are back today in Rimworld in our second tribal group. We did have to restart because we fixed a say a bug. I put two mods that kind of conflict. It was my bad. But today we are going to be, hopefully, ideally, finishing up the 3 trials, so we can eventually power up our non-psychically gifted people to be our frontliners. It would be especially nice to have some people with like the lower brews at least. It would be nice to have people who are a little bit more durable, a little bit less prone to breaks, especially where we can't protect them at first. So so we should have everyone in our ideologian except Sergey. Right, perfect. So Beaker, you still have a bit. Mostly because we prayed health on Maxwell here. Adams. Looks like he beat his infection. Still not moving great, but we can deal with that. Wonder who will be healthy first. No telling. I'm gonna check on. We are a little low on food. Perhaps we should. Nope. No. Thank you. Expand this back out again. It does look like we're nearing the end of the growing period, but I'd rather be producing a little bit too much. Especially if we're going to eventually send out a trekking group. Which again will be composed of people that we like that are of our main colony, and that we already have replacements for their jobs, specifically in children or, other defenders that we leave behind here. This is going to be our main base. We are going to keep it, I think, long term. Which means if we're going to do the crab ship, we're going to need a crab anchor for the base. And eventually I'd like for that to mean that the crab ship lands in the middle of a walled compound, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I have a feeling it's going to be a while. Yeah, that was where we went out at the end of last episode and fought, excuse me, there was an outpost out in the world. Can't remember where it was off the top of my head. Just might as well go look. It was off down here somewhere. We ran most of our people over there and fought them. Serge and Adams valiantly almost lost their lives, but they have been healing well. Hopefully we won't have to send them out like that too often, just as like a last minute raid party. But hey, if we need an army for a thing before the problem becomes a thing, we can manage it. Especially, I believe, at our wealth level right now, we are not in too much danger of getting too big of a problem that we can't deal with. So let's see. I do think eventually we could send Beaker with some of our trade goods. Not exactly sure where we can get rid of, you know, a psychic emanator that we won't be able to use for quite a while. We probably won't get stuck quite as long in the medieval era as we have in the tribal era. Probably because we're not going to restart again, but most of the research isn't anywhere near as big as this has been. I think we should send our next group off to the elves if possible. Okay, we can handle that. Let's get everyone inside. Let's put Layla at the front. And I think Sergei can handle it. Let's put Adams behind. These 3, 4. Come stand back here. Ooh, Simi's gonna get caught out. And it's going to let everyone in. These birds are definitely... Okay, Adams. You melee attack them. I need you 4 to actually come out this way. I need you to intercept. I need you to intercept. Okay. That's all of them. Easy peasy. I do wish I didn't have to pause so much to do that, but I don't quite have the reaction timing for it, fortunately. Are you held open? Yeah, you're held open. That's okay for now. It's mostly because I want to make sure that it's somebody inside that will be, how am I to say it? That will be targeted by a raid. That way they will be more likely to come into our compound. Eventually, as things get bigger, we'll try and find, like, you know, a squirrel or something that we can put in the kill box off to a side. I don't know that we're gonna go for a kill box too soon. Um, this seems to be plenty for the moment. But as we grow, we will need more space. What are we doing? Is anybody out there? If anyone's listening, I hope you're having a good day. Not likely with YouTube's algorithm, but hey, if you're hearing it, I'm just glad that you're watching. Hope you're having a good day. Right, we already took care of that. Now this is only one of 3 of the researches. I believe it's 500, 1250, and 2500. Which combined they will take about as long as the 5,000. But in the time we took getting the 5,000, we got quite a bit of research experience done. We have Trotron up at level 14 as well as Layla, so we're chugging. And when we get better... Oh, looks like we finished our first advanced research in the anomaly. Let's go look at that. So, it's coming along. Okay, it looks like I don't have the prerequisite research for that, and it might be meeting the different entities, I'm assuming. So we'll get to it eventually. Okay, Simia's pregnant. So that's good. We have a baby on the way. Hopefully we can get through this before baby gets too old. But I think overall we're going to keep it happy enough it's going to be decent, at least. Like we won't have too much of a chance of too negative a thing, but they're not going to have as many interests for sure. Which I think is kind of true for children. Gotta keep them engaged and learning. So it's been a few days. I should be able to... Perfect. Nope. Always gonna forget. Not tribal gathering. There we go. Fair of traveling. Awesome, everyone's up on their feet. And we've almost got convert up. Okay. It was good. Make everybody happy. Perfectly fine. I think we're going to save our point until we get enough revered moats to give somebody silent. I think we should give Adams standard schedule so he can contribute. Oh, there we go. Beaker. And where's Sergey? He's outside. Hey, get back here. That's funny. Okay, that should take one more try. And then we'll have everyone in our ID legend. Now, one thing I could start growing is the ingredients for our Witcher brews. Let's continue placing them around here. Nope. I don't want potatoes. Not hating on potatoes. It's just not what we need right now. Okay, so we're going to need cycloid and smoke leaf. Can't remember the rest of the ingredients offhand. I know there's chem fuel, but that's not highest priority at the moment. Okay, Trail of Dreams. Should just take a little bit more than twice that time. And hopefully it doesn't add up too much into the third one. I'd really like to get that done today and hopefully further into medieval era if I can. Right on the edge. We've not had problems. So I think we got this. I'm thinking I should go ahead and excuse me. I think I'm going to add in the next level of what am I trying to say? The next set of factions. No, I'll just do it when I evolve, I guess. Or is that something that's patented by Nintendo these days too? I think. Okay, 2 mad boom ups, we can handle that. Sergey Adams, front line. Layla backup. Mercer and you three all back here. And Mercer. Okay, so it looks like we have 3. Okay. Oh. That can't be good. Okay, they seem to be okay. And it looks like we're fine as well. Probably shouldn't have left that to go off in my base. Okay. But it looks like we're alright. Perfect. How's Hyena? Okay. Seems they'll live to tell the tale. Luckily, we should be able to build that one, yeah. So that's most of our protective power back up again. Minimal, harder resources to get. And I will actually count that among wood as well. It does take more of them, but I think for the damage, it's worth the amount of time extra it takes. I'll just need more people who can craft. Which it might just mean building a copy. Maybe trying to put it under a roof somewhere. I mean, I guess I could put it there. And we'll do granite pebbles until you have... I think it was 45? Good enough. Can we help the beggars? I think we can help the beggars. We don't need all of our herbal medicine. We do have the boon to our health, so... I don't think I'm completely out of the woods with all diseases. I don't think it's something I need to put at the front of my mind. Okay, 16 visceral solution, which we cannot... Sorry, I was confused for a moment. How are we doing on our trainings? Semia's up to 13. I'm always watching Sergey train. He's only up to 7. "29 days is quite a bit. But I think we should work through our backlog of work. And that should return us to normal, or we can do a lot more research more quickly. do want crafting to be a higher priority. There we go. So it should fill up these two spaces before they go to research. That should also lower the amount of time that people need to spend here individually to get all of that. I think that's fine. At least not having trouble with it at the moment. These are granite. No. Ah, there they are. Granite pebbles, 15. So we're doing good. Okay, so that should be almost all of our pebbles. And then they'll go back to doing their research, right? Yeah, looks like Adams has moved on. Okay, so we did end up with a little bit more than our guaranteed total, but that's okay. Just because they were both working on it at the same time. Yeah. Yep. Well, that's not going to be steady, so it'll still probably be a while. But that brings it within, what if the next one is twice this? So just 3 times this. It's 16, 24? 24 days, we could do that. And that's just with the current average at 111. So we'll see when tomorrow rolls around. Okay, who got it? Gonzalo, my poor boy. What's he gonna do? Already looks like he's outpacing it. Perfect. All I needed to know. Okay, I need to move my drink. Alright. They're dropping frames, I'm sorry. Hopefully it won't affect too much. Do need to run another network test. Hopefully it'll fix it, but soon we will be moving, so I will probably be switching things up when we get to that point. Both between, like, possibly streaming other material, maybe including my partner. Oh yeah, see, at that rate, that's perfect. Incredible. Take us no time at all. Oh, looks like we've got our first set of beer, maybe. Or at least it's... Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, there it is. All right. Well, good for them. Look at that estimated time, 2.7 days. Awesome. It'll be much easier to stomach. How is our wealth doing? It is still steadily creeping, though I think we're still doing fine. Let's continue our hunt, perhaps. I think I'd rather buffalo than alpaca. No, we still do have our stegotes that will... That is a wild goose egg. Wild. Hopefully they will have babies. I would really like them to lay eggs. Would be very nice. Sounds like we got that boom rat. At least one of them. It's like some of our clothing qualities have increased. Oh, and it looks like we have some traders. Who is it? Oh, it is our human compatriots. Which I suppose we can just... Did we do that last time? I can't remember. Oops, not that one. We did ally with them. I'm wondering. Yeah, I might as well trade with them just to get rid of stuff. If not, to give them like medicine or like we're not gonna give them stuff. We're only gonna sell as much as their gold allows. Silver, you know what I mean. That's perfectly fine. A group of friendlies coming through. I do appreciate that event. I do enjoy having Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, did they fought each other? Okay. Well, let's take all the stuff that they dropped, I guess. I... The Raging Terror. Right, because we're still neutral with them. Interesting. I would like to try to ally with them eventually, but that might be a hard ask. Okay, we can't do the quest. It'll be one we can go do eventually, send some miners to, but I don't think it's the priority. The research is going really well. Keeping the obelisk in check. I would eventually like a couple shards. I do not know how to get them, unfortunately. How are we doing? It should be another day's worth. think I could be tempted to make a to do a medieval walk, like stop at the medieval era one of these times. But I am really excited to get into the Odyssey stuff, so I'm trying to prioritize getting to that as quickly as possible. So maybe in the future we can add like the other good medieval overhaul stuff. So that raid did give us quite a bit of stuff. Okay, there's our research. And there's the next one. Perhaps it is time to send Beaker to... Hmm. .5, 4 point... Oh. 2.3... 2.4... Okay. Then Beaker, you're coming here. It's Beaker with 1 stego. And we really have to hope that he doesn't get picked up. Okay, send that. Not the devil strand, but the kite and bird skin. Let's go ahead and send the cloth. Pig skin, light leather, dog leather, light dinosaur hide, leather skin, lizard skin, plain leather, blue fur, camel hide, towny hide, wildebeest pet, heavy fur, primordial kite, and bear skin, fox fur, mollusk shell, tough leather. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of it. Mastodon wool. Alright. Let us spread our wealth of our lovely drinks. And perhaps some of this other stuff that we don't need. Let's hold on to the psychic hammer. Just for purposes. Let's go and send some of our beer. I'm not attached to keeping all of it. I haven't looked at that. should be fine. So we have... Okay, perfect. Now, again, that might lower our research speed a bit. But if we keep an eye on this, we'll probably also see quite a bit of our wealth disappear. I don't think we have to necessarily keep everyone at, like, highest esteem of us at all times. But really it is keeping our wealth down, especially with things that we don't need to keep infinite of. Which, you know, leather's good, but we have a bunch of Devil Strand, so not the most necessary thing to have a bunch of laying around. Yeah, it does look like that will slow down our research a bit, but 10 days isn't bad. Beaker will be back by then, anyway. Definitely should have done his, whatchamacallit. No idea. I just lost it. So let's look at that. Because when we kept that well, no, that is the weapon that was here. That one, yeah, okay. So it's not great. I can't really afford to do that. Can't really afford to do that. That will put a damper on things. 2 cases of food poisoning. Okay, so we do have some sky islands. I added these. They're technically within atmosphere, but within is that our base? No, that's the capitals. I added the Sky Islands because they will be a good way to get backstone, and I might also be able to, if I find a good one, Yeah, like a temperate forest. Maybe I can settle up there. In which case we would just move our um, entire base up into the Sky Islands. Probably over a couple trips, of course. We will have to fortify it before we can really make sure that we really put effort into moving there. It does look like we need more wood. Poor guy. We would be able to get them over the food poisoning relatively quickly. Okay. Pause. Put. Okay. Well, whatever. Let's have him trade. And they do have quite a bit of money. So let's go ahead and take all of their money. And then what we can't take, we'll just give back. Non-herbal medicines, coffee and tea, berries, potion, beer, all the weapons. Okay. And I think do we want any steel? I think we could take at least a handful. Let's go with 50 even. Sure, good enough. Then we want to trade again. And this time we'll go give them all the gold for lots of trade points. Which will not ally them with us, but that is as near as I really worry to be. Oh, I'm messing with all of them today. Just gotta move my drink back out of the way now that I've finished it. Okay, yeah, 75 is gonna be the ally line. And then we just have to worry about keeping them happy past that. That's not bad. We might be able to keep the Raging Terror happy, but I'm not holding my breath. You know what I mean? That does look like a significant portion of our money. We'll see what he comes back with. Because it'll be the stego and him, mostly. And that extra steel. How are we doing? Okay, still within 10 days at the moment. I have a feeling with Beaker back and Mercer up, we will be able to do better. Oh! And Beaker's gonna have to travel the rest of the way back with the case of the flu. Great. Okay, Mercer's up. Probably does not mean he's finished with the food poisoning, but at least he can get up and do things. Let's hope our tribal boon will make up for the amount of time he's away. Not gonna lie, the amount of time I've sent somebody away and they were the ones who got sick is a non-zero number now. I mean, it's 2 just in this playthrough, am I right? I could be wrong. I'm not gonna go back and watch, that's for sure, sorry. Does look like we're doing good. So we're definitely not going to have less and more time to work when Beaker gets back. At least for a good while. Let's check his health. Let's see. Okay, we're only slightly behind it. I don't think we'll have to worry about him. Though we'll make him take longer to actually heal and get back up to full speed. Not thought of the next cornerstone I'll take. And it'll probably have something to do with increasing their threshold for break. Just because it'd be really nice to not have to worry about people going crazy. Crop sprout. Large field of Brussels sprouts. Okay. Probably not going to worry about that, but thanks, I guess. .9 days, nice. Okay. So he's back. So please, Beaker, go to bed. Can you preach health on yourself? I'm sorry. Let's send Trotron to... Oh, he's just sleeping. Okay. Can we... Can we go tell him to go get in bed? No. I think our next option is to have this area carved as a hospital. I do hope I'm able to get the researches I did last time. Move through some of the weapons early on. Okay. Thank you, Beaker, for joining us. Yes, eat your food. And please get into bed. Somebody go tend to him. Please. Yes, thank you, Cindy. Okay. Need to leave Beaker in bed. So let's get 2 of these. Oh, maybe not Mercer. But Mercer, you should come inside. Actually, let's pull Beaker too. Might as well. It's 3 Scorpies, so they're probably not going to get through our spike traps. Kind of hoping the first 3 take them out. Which looks like that could be the case. Nope, not quite. Okay. Okay. Our poor puppy. Perfect. Okay. And Mercer, go ahead. I think that's a thing that I need to take out of here. Corpses. Let's see. Let's not put animal corpses in there. And just because I'm tired of them taking it all the way over there, all the way to bring it back. Hopefully when we get a crematorium up and running, that won't be an issue. That will be quite a ways. Okay, door. Let's pick that up. No, let's pick it up. Thank you. Still doing good. Where's Beaker? Okay. I'm doing good. Wait. Oh. Well, I'm glad I started making that, because that's cool too. Immunity gain speed and a tiredness buff? Yes, please. We might have to bump up how often I get to use all that. Especially if we start storing more of it than we use. And then, excuse me, behind our digging, we're going to put, I'm sorry, what? Okay, the three of yous, melee, and Mercer, right? Need you to get a weapon, probably, eventually. Let's see, Simi Beaker, you need to be here, probably. Try get up as well. Okay. Now I can back Beaker up. There we go. Perfect. So that should be everyone except Layla. And you just got a couple bruises. That's no problem. Though he is going to need a rest again. He's still getting over his flu, so that will be for the best anyways. Beaker? Oh. Gotta get his recreation time in, I guess. Oops. Seems I've neglected my party priority. Oh, let's get everyone outside for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish, something like that. That should be fine. Let's pick one of them to make sure. Beautiful Aurora, perfect. I think I'd also like to get a couple apple trees up and running. That might be nice for making cider as well. How are we doing? Still about 9 days out. Okay, that's fine. Don't mind that as much at the moment. It'll get a little bit more annoying as we as we go. Though with our river, we might not need to worry about power as much. We are splitting efforts again, so it's going to take a little bit longer to get things done. We should still... Yeah, we're doing great on time. Let's go ahead and smooth the terrain again. And I'll probably just wait until I can do it one more time. It does look like we're still getting research. So that's good. How is Beaker doing? It is still a close thing. Go. I made this bigger and less beautiful. Hopefully we'll get those doors put in. Really should just hold open one of these doors. It'll save me a little bit of time with them going in and out. Hope everyone's doing good out there. I'm having a nice time. Not too much to worry about at the moment. Looks like this is still our closest enemy. They're not quite within range yet. It is getting to be a close thing. Though I doubt we'll get too much in the way of aggression from them early on. I say that they're gonna be really angry. Okay. Beaker should almost be done. Okay, yeah, he's doing a lot better now. So we won't quite be as close as I thought. Of course. And perfect. Next, let's move a couple of these beds in here. Okay, it's already taken care of. They've just not gotten to it yet. Oh, looks like I didn't close off the animals well enough. So that should be fine now. Okay, who's our constructor? Beaker. Yeah, that would explain why he's not doing it at the moment. Let's go ahead and add a couple people that can do it at least. Whether or not we have them focus on it. But I don't like being able to not... I don't like not being able to do things because somebody's not healthy. Specifically, one person's not healthy. Not about that life. Okay, that's done and dusted. Another 34 visceral solution. Okay. Well, it's kind of annoying to get rid of before. How are we doing on? Oh yeah. See, that's a good margin. I can deal with that, I think. It should take some heat off of us. And will give us a chance to do more research, I think. Okay, we still have 5 more days. I think we're doing great. Could stand to do, let's just do it now. Can't remember which one this is. Not that it really matters, we're just here to make them happier. Speaking of which, why are you... Yeah, because you've been trying to get with people. Gotcha. Okay. Hey, Beaker, can you come give... Convert to... Sergey. Okay, there we go. And looks like we have another joiner. Awesome. Let's see what you got. You are construction, okay. Underground or heat tolerant. You're not great. I think I am going to send you off. Just because as much as I do want another construction person, well, I take that back. Do we have any animal people? No. No. Yeah, he's gonna stay then, actually. Let's bring him above Layla. Actually, let's put him up with the other ranged people. At least for now, we can always shuffle things around. Put your priorities in. Yeah, let's have you handle and construct. Uh, that's fine. Let's give you the higher priority. Yeah, we can have fish. I think we have a spot set already. Oh, we have enough cleaners that we can start moving people off of highest priority clean team. Especially because I think one of the mods I added makes it to where they behave a little bit more intelligently around working with cleaned rooms. Like they'll clean it before they research even if they don't have cleaning higher on their priority list. There's always something. How is our cooks? Yeah, still doing okay. Okay, that should be them sorted. I think you're a little bit behind. Oh no, that is a lot of food poisoning. Okay, let's put a torch in here, one so that it will light their work. And for those that need the hospital, it will make it a little bit more comfortable. Good. It's definitely cutting into our research time, but it'll be worth it, I think. Right, we need to put in a I really hope I can get basic furniture up real soon. So the baby will not be happy with that over time. Luckily, putting them in the hospital will make it to where we don't have to deal with that all the time, because it's nobody's actual, like, work building. I think we're doing okay. Ambrosia sprout, don't need it. Okay. Now, if Mercer can get this meal up and running, we should be fine. You okay? You're not yourself when you're tired and hungry. Hopefully Beaker's back on the case. And at worst case, we can break this out another one by one each way. Hopefully once we finish this, it will be back to business as usual. Still not sure. Maybe it's art that I have to... Which should be able to. Who knows? Okay. Some people going around and cleaning. Food. Okay. There's our first researcher. Can't do that. Sorry, bud. Okay. Should do more research. How are these builds? I'm not too behind. Still within six days. And money. Oof. Not sure what happened there. Probably all the visceral solution we got. Oh well. We've worked through most of our work, yeah. So hopefully, as people wake up, they will head straight to research. Maybe we can make a day, knock a day or two off of that estimated. Okay, just under 1,000 research left to go. Not the end of the world. Should, once we get through with this, be most of our constant busy work. Yeah, now we're working with 4 people. Ooh, it's even 5. 200 research a day. That's the good stuff. Now that we're consistently doing that, is probably when somebody else is going to get sick. Or we're gonna have an attack. really like to get this done so we can, well, can't complain about a party. When do they usually get up? 5. We don't have... Yeah, luckily we don't have anyone to convert, so we can just leave that there for if anyone gets sick. It should skyrocket us to health if we do so. What are you getting? Oh, recreation from meditation. Okay. How's our training going? 14. I think I want to go up to like 16 before I swap out. I do want research, but I think I'd rather have good fighters going into the next section of the game, you know? And there's a good chance one will end up near us, both the good and the bad. Or, protagonist versus antagonist group. I don't know. Excuse me. Apologize. Still think I'm getting a little bit of allergies. Two more days at this rate. Which means tomorrow something bad's gonna happen, right? Yeah, it's definitely been plenty of time. That was gonna be an event right there. Usually only freezes in the middle of frames if It's trying to generate something. So maybe just add more wildlife here. Good enough guess. It'll get us busy again. I haven't checked on Mercer in a while. It does look like their learning is doing pretty good, but that's probably just because lesson taking hasn't come up. Because everything else, well, okay, reading and computer using as well could use help, but that's more a matter of time than anything. Okay, we should have one more day to go. We should work our way through the early stages of our medieval playthrough. Or section of this playthrough, rather. Watching the last of this flood through. Does look like we're working through our basic dark research, which is good. We need more wood. It's plenty. Okay, good. Notice that we run out of food, but they're taking care of it. Come on, guys. Just keep going. Y'all are so close. The whole world's gonna change all around you once you do, but... Oh, right. They are still cutting wood. What did I ask them to cut? Let's go ahead and start another party. I think they're fine for now on wood. Good stuff. That's all they're gonna do today. So it should be tomorrow that we finish up. How are we doing on time? Yeah, we're doing good. We should have another hour or so to play. So that'll get us started on our medieval section. Definitely hope that as we get more of this up and running, our research things will get a little bit more exciting, a little bit more constant activity. I think when tensions start running a little high again, I will switch our schedules to the sleep twice a day option. It loses some productivity, but keep our morale high. Just need 6.2 man hours of work. We're so close. Yet it seems so far. Just watching for anyone to start researching. Any single person. Okay, are you done with the trees yet? Okay, it does look like they're done with the trees yet. So that should be the last thing that they needed to get back on to research, right? It's all picked up, maybe? You guys are killing me. How did you get hurt? I'm sorry. Burn. Okay, that's fine. Oh, there's our researcher. Thank you, Trotron. And Beaker's joined in. There we go. Keep going, Adams. You got this. Beaker, my boy. Alright, let's do it. So here, let's begin our advancement to medieval. And then once that ends, we will drop in our other, up our world level and add our new factions. Our new factions will probably take some tweaking. I think I'm just gonna drop in a vanilla one and then, or maybe not a vanilla one of the modded ones. We'll see. Okay. Medieval tech. Can take a cornerstone, but let's go look at the world real quick. Um, click on this, click on world. I'm gonna change the world tech level to medieval. And we're gonna add, let's see. I do want to add a civil clan, a savage clan, and a rough kingdom. No, flip that, reverse it. And then, actually, do we want a civil of each of these? Yeah, I think it'll be good. Okay, and add a bunch of those. So let's go to select our cornerstone. I think mental break is going to be the next option. Comfortable temperatures can be good. Injury healing could be good. Just means we're up and at 'em again sooner whenever we get attacked. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Yeah, so that's some things that we'll have to deal with. I think there might be maybe not faction customizer. I want to change who likes who. Mostly because I don't want all of our, not faction control. It's faction customizer, no. I know it's in here somewhere. No. That's not it. Trying to do this quickly. Unfortunately, that always seems to slow me down. So I don't think that's the case there. I will have to remember how to do this, I guess. It's not Rimworld, is it? I don't want to declare war on anybody. Oh. I see. Now I know there's an option for changing hostilities. What on earth was that? Oh, Hippo Town. Okay, I've not seen that Pokemon yet. I can't remember. But either way, we can start on our research. Farming techniques we'll have to do. That's not what I want. Hmm. It's not like that. Hmm. Ooh, okay. Um, let's see. I think the big thing that we want to do is we want to ally them with the other hostile groups, right? Should be fine. Um, and I think we want to, like, I'll change this over time as our story develops. Okay. And each of these should be properly against. And they're not going to be, like, against anyone else, so I think we're fine. So now we've got our medieval. Let's say we're still well within the tribal stage, whether or not we've advanced. It's like we're doing good overall. We have climbed back up to where our worth was before. I want to see if I can go ahead and queue this up. 2 until you have, and we're just going to say 1. So that's all good and dandy. Brew the Dreams will be a little bit more involved. We just need Chem Fuel and Psychite Tea. We don't have to do any of that just yet. Yep, that's doing great. Holding my breath on getting uh, all of our early research done, or all the weapons or anything, but I'd like to at least get smithing started, and uh, one of the better bow options, I think. Crossbow would be really nice. Mm. Stone crushing is the lowest one, so it'll take this time. Now it feels like we're actually making progress at a steady rate. Okay, I vote we go in here to our drug policies and say coffee should be every 6 days as well as tea. And we'll try and do rounds of moving it up to see how our production is keeping up. I don't want to get a bunch of extra coffee and tea just laying around. Especially if it's going to go bad on me. We're going to go just a little bit longer. I'd like to see I gotta go run some errands when this guy gets in. Oh, baby in labor. Gather for the childbirth. Right now. Thank you, sirs. Okay, we can send Beaker to the expo after the baby's born. Keep it zoomed out so we can see the progress bar. She'll be out of it for a day or two, I think. I see research moving along steadily, even with three of our better researchers out of the picture. I'd still like to get a research bench, which those will probably go in here. I'd really like to get furniture going so I can put storage in and take care of all this mess. Turn a pile of ugly stuff into a beautiful work of art that holds it all. Okay. And now, this is the thing. I am going to name all of the kids that come into the world through us. So let's not name him Orange. I don't like that at all. Let's name him. It is him, right? So Birda, and yes, I am spelling it that way intentionally. So his nickname is Ferda, which I hope you have seen. What am I trying to say? There's a there's a show. Um, I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, you know. But I'd like to tell y'all, show about Canadians. Haven't the foggiest. I know Shorzy's the spin-off, but I just can't think of it. Okay. Really wish someone would come grab the baby. Thank you, Beaker. Alright, speaking of Beaker, he should be on his way to the expo. But yeah, let's go ahead and send Stego. Should be given enough food. Okay. It says unlimited food, so I guess we don't have to worry about. Not good enough for night. Oh, it does help to send a person with the animal. Okay. Now we kind of have to hope that neither of our groups get attacked. Now those... Oh, I should check on... They're not against them, okay. They're not against each other. Good. I have no idea what just happened. But Berta above Mercer, just because I want to remember that they're probably not going to stay long term. I'll probably do that with Lila too. Layla. Probably going to have to expand before too long. Thinking about going out to like here or something, just all the way across. Make our bedrooms a little bit bigger. Or we can, say, put in, have a few options, like, we can move all of our craft stuff in there. I think that might be the way. It might also become a good storage room. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. to a wall of pebbles granite. Let's go. Sad. Yeah, my door's like that. We'll be fine. Okay. We can handle this. Nurser, just come inside. Should be everyone. The baby's in bed. Okay. Let's see where they go. Looks like they are going to come around to trap hallway, so that's good. As long as they don't go for the dog, I'm happy. Okay. Only have one to fight. That should be fine. Done and dusted. Go ahead and hunt that one. The rest are dead. So that's good to go. We'll take away some of our time in the building process. So hopefully we can get our defenses fixed before we really work on our wall in earnest. That just might be my personal preference. Okay, your caravan has arrived at the annual exposition. At this year's theme is a shooting competition. There are many experts on that topic here. Most of them are preparing, while others have already started showing off their skills. The expo is a hodgepodge of stalls, some modest and made of locally sourced materials, while others are high-tech prefabs from herb worlds. They form a circle around the main stage, where the whole image is depicted by the careful arrangement of a group of caterpillars. Surely it'll be used for something more useful later. There's a strong field of contenders this year, with many factions representatives having lived as a hunter or just plain decked out in architect bionics. Beaker stranded somewhere in the quarterfinals. Your reward for participating is nothing. You did gain 2,000 shooting experience, though, so I'm not upset at that. Send them home. Looking good, I think. Does look like Quinn is going to take a while to actually get to the point where he can do much. There's my lovely partner. Hello. Chat the day. Should have put those in. Here. I can do that. I'll be right back. Doing good. It's got our room closed in. And the trap hallways most of the way back. It's doing good. Keep it up. Speaker's back. Is there anything? Again, I was not only anything. We're still mostly just looking for people who are better than her. More positive traits. Beekeeping sounds nice. Apiary and sweet roll. Ooh, and mead fermenting. Cool. Love how that sounds. I think I actually want to use stone crushing right now. King's Rock and an Ice Stone. Pokemon stuff I don't need just yet. And unlike Pokemon, we can't just keep everything in our inventory for forever. Until we need it. Should I give you a while, or turn it go now? Huh? Worst case, I can go alone. Just get presentables. Give me a chance to look around in the area. Oh, sweetheart, I've had our first baby. He was a boy, so I named him Ferdinand. They're looking at me because they already know what the nickname is, don't they? Oh yeah, it's Ferda. See, they got it. They've been new. Oh. I'm sorry. I thought you'd already had it equipped. I guess that's one thing when they fall in battle, their weapons get unbound. Can rebind them again, I guess. Oh, infestation. Okay, we can handle that. Let's go ahead and get these two like that. Anyway, here. And then let's just grab all of these guys. Like that. Should be most of our frontliners there, yeah. Okay, looks like we're good. Perfect. Sorry? Okay. So no hurry. So if you wanna not convert reach health to Siri. I think we're good. And the shaman merchant showed up. So I'll hang out a little bit longer. Maybe another 30 minutes and then we can do things. Okay, looks like we've tended to Sergey for the most part. And yeah, all he's got is some bruises and a couple cuts. Hopefully we can get a healer eventually to take care of the scar. And there she is. Let's take some trade. Let's get rid of insect gelling visceral solutions. All of this. I don't want to deal with none of it. Captain Ludd's Holy Blade. Oh, a replica. Huh. It's not the original sword, it is just the whatchamacallit. It's just a replica. Gotta believe me. Wish you were there. Totally got that line wrong. Oh well. How far are we in? Day 173. Okay, looks like that should be all of that building. Okay, the roof on. And let's move stuff over. I think I'll leave the food stocks there. Another wall merchant. Okay. I'm gonna put this in here. No real reason. Oh, and this should move as well. Okay, let's see if we can get anything off of the van. It's all broken stuff that we don't want anyway. Might as well. I'll hold on to the gold. To add another torch in here. We definitely should deconstruct these, because this needs, fermenting barrel needs light and darkness. Okay, Is there anything else that I need to build right now? Butcher table would be nice. Well, I still can't make the masonry table because I don't have bricks. What's Sergey doing? He's doing good. He should be up and at it in another day or so. Poor Ferda. He will grow up to earn a bed eventually. Okay. Goodbye, traders. I didn't get as far today as I would have liked. But at least we got through with our Neolithic research. Or at least getting started. Hopefully we're actually going to get some research done soon. That's probably more likely when Sergey gets up. Sergey's up. Now may we get on with our research, please? Does not look to be so. We're in the middle of a harvest. That does explain. I do think perhaps, well, thank you. I should bring that in just a little bit because we are doing quite good on our clothes at the moment. Finally getting some research. that's most of our need for pebbles. So that should be more research, right? At least 3 people, maybe? Yeah, there we go. How's our training come along? Okay, we're doing good. Big are they? Okay. So they're definitely big enough to attack me. Though I doubt I will warrant much of an attack. Probably with 1 or 2 people. And that'll be plenty for me. Spikes. Worst case, we get a weapon that is more complex than the ones that we have. Shoot from trees, nice. We're gonna complain about that. Okay, I want to expand this zone into here. I want to copy settings and paste. And then I want to lower this one to low. And they will move as much as they can over here, which will increase the quality of this room very slightly. See if we get a couple more days, if we'll get through this and at least see what our next options are. I don't want to put any more beds in just yet. I'd like the next bed I make to be a comfortable one. Let's see, I do think we could... What animals? Wildlife, thank you. Clear out these a bit. Ibexes will be nice. Yeah, that did a little bit. Let's see, let's clone these, can I? Clone those. Then I build copy there. And this one I want to paste that here, right? And I can delete this one. That's a little bit more space efficient. like everyone's getting cleaned up. All of our food's harvested. Okay, there we go. I do want to see what beekeeping is about. Didn't unlock that one last time. I assume it's going to help pollinate plants. I'd very much like it to make, I mean, I assume it's going to make honey. Because of the sweet rolls. Okay, well, let's liquor brewing then. Okay. Let's see where that might be. Shard beacon. Shard of dark arco technology mounted on a bioferrite pedestal. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do that for a while. Not seeing anything. Oh, there's the apiary. A wooden box-like structure with a series of shelves, lattices, and chambers. When placed near flowers, the apiary will naturally attract wild bees, which will make it their new base. Over time, these bees will produce honey, which can be harvested and eaten directly or later fermented into mead. Perfect. So, let's go ahead and put it over here. Looks good enough for me. And let's make a growing zone of, sure, that big. We're going to put well, it's either lilies or roses, I guess. Let's go with roses this time. We can always split it up if we want. I don't know that I want to cut, because I don't think that the flowers are necessarily useful. But honey will be good. Actually, I didn't look at what the... Okay, it's just wood. That's good. I think I'll try and see if I can get this working. And then I'll end the episode. Okay. So it's doing good, but it still needs... I think that's about as many. Oh, is that all they can actually plant in the area? I don't know about that. They're doing all kinds of other things, looks like. Assume it's just not their highest priority. some reason it doesn't look like they're doing it, so I'm going to expand it a little bit more. Oh, I know what I did. I should allow them to do the cutting, at least for... I see what's happening here. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Okay, it does take tending, which is probably an animal thing. Awesome. That's taken care of. Look around, see if there's anything else I can work on before we go. But I guess we don't. It will take more time for research to come through. It's come along nice and quickly. Well, thank you for watching. Oh, I have an idea. Let's throw a party before we go. Glad we could get through the medieval era and get our second, cornerstone point. Having a faster wound regeneration will definitely be a boon. Next time, hopefully we will get further in, maybe get attacked, and hopefully get some more effective weapons. Yeah, like to get like the crossbow or and possibly swords from my friends. Thank you again for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. We'll be back next time, probably tomorrow. And I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.